at this point. The show started at 8, so it's probably over at midnight. Either that or it's over right about now. All right, at 15 minutes. Hello. Well, I got my recording going on here too. It's funny as on my phone. So on the last one, which turned out to be good because I wanted to use the video anyways for the Shimis. I wouldn't like to use the. Not that it really even matters at this point, but the copyright strike was for the background music of all things, because of, or not strike, but the copyright thing. I'm like, of course it was, right? Stupid. I mean, it was not stupid background music. It was funny, but I couldn't use mine because it didn't record. So I'm like, why didn't it record? So I had 15 minutes, and it was actually pretty hilarious. So you could see if you're recording like touchscreen, like I just do screen record, and it showed me go through, and what I was trying to do was go back to the Discord thing to make sure that like that was on, like the Discord, like I was in the right chat or whatever, and instead it showed like my finger actually hit the like stop recording button. I was like played as day. I'm like, oh no, like because you know how it. Yeah, so I went to hit like return to call, but I like hit the other thing that was up in whatever up in the notifications. So yeah, but it was funny because you know how you could set it sort of like when you were playing the game on your phone and showing it, like you can show your mouse clicks. So like obviously it shows like it'll highlight where you press. So it showed me literally press the stop button. I'm like, why did I do that? I was so mad at myself. That's half the time when I'm typing my dictionary so wrong. I might as well still be using T9 word like a flip phone. 667 7777. You know, you had to press the numbers like 3 times or whatever. It's like 222 344 355. Um, funny word puzzle though. For some reason, MOM is 666. I don't understand that.
I know. My mom will literally, she's gonna go into the store and wait in line for 30 minutes to get a candy bar. So if the thing rolls over to like not even 666, like $20.66, like no. So imagine, yeah, when I told her like, hey mom, look what happens when I try to call 666.
It types, yeah. Well done, right?
But this is a Stardom fan show. A Stardom fan show. I don't know what that was about. And I don't know. Let that play. They got Archon Blade, Hendrix. Let some people roll in. Yeah, I'm gonna fill you in on the deets. Shocker, you had a week where Stardom wasn't your entire life. So, do you want me to start? Do you want me to start with the heavy shit, or like just we build up to it?
Well, let's start from the top because intros are always in order. Welcome to the Start a Fan Podcast. I'm Mark.
I'm Judo.
And today Juno is going to catch me up on what I missed in a week of wrestling. However,
Are you,
but first, in
but
the Stardom card party game, you have a complete set of 3 stars, 2 stars, and 1 stars. Congratulations.
thanks. That's a perfect segue. Well, it is going to be a perfect segue. But first, I'll say because you have our live stream running, right? First thing you
Yeah.
missed is I think the last time you were on a live stream, the only thing that we would show on the screen was uh, a picture of our podcast logo.
Yeah. And now, as I look on the screen, that's the only thing that's not on there. Why advertise ourselves at this point?
That could be changed. I don't think I have.
Awesome.
I don't think I have that on my computer. Why would I have that?
That's funny. I do like a couple things. I do like we have Team Chiba above the chat. I
Yeah.
do like how your split personality Utamis are
Yeah.
hanging out together.
Okay, because that was the last thing I added because I realized it's pretty Mayu. Like there's some obviously like Lady C or Goddess Lady C. It's pretty Mayu and Lady C heavy, and I'm like, well, there's no Utami.
So you got both of them. It's all good. And they're
Yeah.
looking at each other. That's even better.
The gifts that what's the AJ Styles thing? They're like the gifts that run the place. I
Yeah,
don't know what I'm
I think
trying to
that's
say.
what he said.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Got it. Yeah, so you're you're like you have like no idea what's going on, and then I'm like, oh well, well, first of all, I should start off by saying I have no idea what's going on with the actual wrestling because I'm not a cheater. We usually watch wrestling together.
Well, that's it. That is what's funny. So, well, let's.
How about this? Hey.
Oh, that's actually cool. And with the background out, that turned out really nice.
The
Look at
other
that.
one,
Talk about a professional broadcast.
yeah, that's a
Give it
lot.
a minute. It's all downhill from here, folks.
Yeah, so yeah, let's just leave that up on the screen. So yeah,
Well,
yeah, go.
I had big news
Ooh,
if I could because I only have the one thing. I am an official. I got the bronze medal for Lady C collection in the Stardom card game. Oh, and now I actually have the bronze for Fukigen because someone keeps trading me those, and I'm not going to say no to that.
I'm not gonna say no to free trades. Let's see what even pops up. Yeah. Oh, and check it out. Yeah, that another thing you'll notice is like everything else drops off the screen, but look at that Stardom fan
Hey,
logo.
you got what matters.
Yeah, Tommy. I can stay the Kofi. Um, yeah, that was
That
actually
is
gonna
the.
be my first segue here.
Well, let me. One more is what I found funny. So yeah, I said
Well, I was gonna
I said I'd
explain
like
the
to do a
thing.
show because we haven't missed one yet,
Oh, sorry.
and no, it's cool. I just behind the scenes, I was like, we haven't missed a show in months, a weekly show. So let's do one. I haven't been around for a week. Have you watched anything? And you said no. I'm like, have you watched the Julia title match from the pay per view? Because that's where we left off a week ago. You said no. I'm like, all right, maybe we should do that tonight. And you were like, no, I have enough to say. Don't worry about it. So judo fashion. We got a lot to say, and none of it contains the wrestling. No, there's still news and reviews.
I got
Um,
little to say and a lot of time to say it.
the last thing is in the summertime I had to take a week off, and it was funny because I missed nothing. It was one of those like Stardom weeks where they must have went like a week between putting shows on because it was like I left on a Tuesday, came back on a Tuesday, and it was like, oh, they finally put up a show. So today I get back and I put on Stardom World, and it's like, oh no, there is 12. What am I gonna do? This is like 12 hours worth of catch up to do. Like, all right.
I guess
Uh,
yeah, I'll show. I
yes,
only got about 20 tabs open.
nice man. Well, I keep interrupting you to stop you from your
Well,
flow,
you
but
were
before I hand it
bragging.
over,
So, oh yeah, you could say that, but you were bragging about the card game. That was gonna be my first thing. I'm like, well, let me explain what the card game is for people who don't know before you start bragging about it.
oh, well, good. All right. Well, I did that at the top. I do. I just have
It's a
one
teaser.
thing. Teaser. The card game is so good. I go on it and it's funny because you can tell when you're okay. Well, you can tell when you're playing with the Japanese people or like the American people because right now the trades are being accepted because it's like 1 in the afternoon over there. Whereas like all day long, I'm like, why isn't anyone accepting my trades? I'm like, oh, because it's 1 in the morning.
Yeah, American people
But
don't want to. American people are dicks. They don't want to. They don't want to trade you anything. And then in Japan, they're like, all I want is a waka, one waka. I'll give you anything.
That's sort of how it goes. All right. Before we go on to stuff that matters, I just had some old housekeeping, and one was we were doing match of the months, and then January just sort of ended. Did you, unless you have any objections, I would like January's match of the month to be that Shuri and Mayu versus Utami and Micah match.
I mean, I'm not gonna object, but you had it written down, not me. The Lady C, the My Himi with C versus was it Afro or Queen's Quest?
Yeah, that was like the first match of the that was like 1-3. That was like the first match
But
too. But
I'm
then
not gonna argue with a once in a decade match happening.
yeah, yeah. Also
The next time Shuri and Mayu
are on the
team,
same team.
yeah,
Get out of here.
Mayu will be 40 and Shuri will be the new Nene, and I'll we'll be the people like loving that she's winning all the titles.
Yeah, right. It'll finally be up to us. Oh, I just want to hop in on the chat because Weeb is just coming in nice enough to say hi and bye because he just wanted to wish us luck. What's on right now that's better than Stardom fan? Is it like Elimination Chamber main event or something? Spoiler alert, it doesn't matter.
Sami
Uh,
Zayn getting carried out of the arena like Rocky,
yeah, no, he's not winning.
or no, like
My
Rudy.
last oh, he's still not winning. My last bit of
Hey, any man with two hands and a strong chin.
my last bit of old news was I think we talked about it last time, but over right now over 1 million views on the YouTube and over 1,000 listens on the
Whoa!
podcast side. So things are moving along fine. So thank you,
Milestones.
Stardom fans. I know milestone. I know. Well, what makes me bring up stuff like that, like 1,000,000 and 1,000, was I don't know, almost literally a year ago today. It was, dude,
0 and
we just
0.
had 50. And then like 3 days later, it was like, oh my God, we're at 55.
A year ago, a year ago, you and me kept refreshing the Waka Chocobo video 1,000 times trying to get it to 50 views.
Hey now.
We're like, I don't think it works that way, and we're like, well, I'm gonna keep trying till it does.
And also, I mean, we might be a couple hundred of our subscribers, but not all 3.09 thousand. And with that, that's old news. That was my butt first. Oh, fill me in. What has happened in the past week?
I think I was like the 100. I was a couple milestones. I'm like, oh, wait, I have a couple extra accounts. Let me get over the hump. I'm like, I think I was 100. I think I was like whatever 500.
That's awesome.
Well, we're bragging about the Stardom card party game.
Yeah, and some of our people have been in it too. I've been messing with Weeb. When you put the chat on the community page, um, you put the picture up there with our information. It's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's a whole bunch of bad trades coming in. I should accept a couple of them. They're probably fans.
Yeah, I was accepting. I was accepting a couple. There's only like so many friends you're allowed to have, and I think it's like pretty small. It's like 20 or 30. But I was like, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Everyone who was putting their name out there is making a friend.
Yeah,
Because
that's cool though.
it's a cool little card trading game. There's really nothing else to it, which I kind of find refreshing, right? Like people were asking me about it. They're like, "So what do you do? Do you like battle or do you like?" I'm like, "No, it's not Pokemon." Although that would be cool. It's like just I like a game. Like remember when you were just a kid and you would just go and buy a baseball card and you needed to transform into a Beyblade?
I have no idea why this game is fun, but I go on it every hour on the hour to click refresh to see if one of my trades were accepted. Like there's still something so simple and so fun about that. That's this silly game.
Speaking of something silly and fun, you can go on the Stardom news site and they have a link to vote, and the winner or they're gonna rank it, and then like is there even a 5-star card? They're gonna do 4 5-star cards, 8 4-star cards, 18 3-star cards, and what are you voting on? Well, it's gonna be like what is it, choice rank, where it's like you pick one thing.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I thought some of these could be some of these could be fun. So basically, it's like it's looking like they're picking a moment from the year, and that's gonna be its own card. So
Oh, that's cool.
let's see, we have Thekla and Mirai uh, taking off the masks and teaming up with Julia.
Wow.
1-3, and it's going through like the entire year. 1-9,
That
we
is
have
awesome.
Koguma and Hazuki winning the Goddess of Stardom
Oh, the thing you're
championships.
scrolling through just bounced.
What?
You might have moved it to a different screen. It was on the live stream. I didn't know if you wanted it to be or not.
Listen, I put a
The
lot.
menu of the voting site.
I put a lot of work into my bullshit.
Oh no, that's fine. I was trying to produce you. That's all. I didn't know if you wanted it on there or not because it was on there for a moment.
It could be on there. Sure. We got SWA match. Thekla. Oh, Thekla winning the SWA championship. Mai Sakurai leaving Cosmic Angels and joining DDM. And then Azumi winning the High Speed Championship. New Blood 1, Miyu Amasaki's debut versus Utami Hayashishida. What a big debut that is. Momo Watanabe and Starlight Kid winning the Goddesses of Stardom Championship. The Cinderella Tournament. The Cinderella Tournament opening round. Ami joining God's Eye.
That is so funny that they have all those moments on there. There's not that many people playing this that they can spread the vote that thin.
You only get one vote.
I know, right? There's literally
if
the entire year out here.
Well, if
yeah, we
15...
could stack the vote easy, dude. Like if we
we
did
could
a community post picking one event, there's like that would have to win.
We should because there's only like 5,000 people playing this card game.
I know, right? So
only
one so spread out. So if we can get like 100, if you can get 50 people on one thing, instant winner.
Dude,
what's
5,000
moment of the
people.
year?
Out of 5,000 people, 100 of them know about the Stardom news site, and 5 of them are clicking on the link. But I find this fascinating, and it's going through the year. So, like 4-3, and Ami joins God's Eye. 4-29, Mirai wins the Cinderella. 5-5, Koguma and Hazuki in the tag team belts. 5-5, also Mayu beats Thekla to be the 9th SWA champion.
Who put this work in? That is insane.
They just look at my community post, probably. Utami Hayashishida becomes the new leader of Queen's Quest. Well, they say new leader. Was she just too cool? Like, was that the deal? Like, we always assumed she was the leader.
Then it was one of those things like that old Naruto character. I forget his name. He was just like, oh, this is just a drag. Like being the leader was too much work. She was like, nah, I'm cool.
Yo, that is one of the best stories in all of fiction, by the way. It makes me freaking cry every time. Yeah, he's like, this is everything to him is a drag, and then his teacher dies, and like he finds out that his teacher like has been dating like one of the other teachers, and she's pregnant, and he's like, oh, that's what he's been trying to teach me, because he's always going on about like the whatever, like the leaves or like the seedlings. He's like, what the fuck is he talking about? And he's like, oh, it's like the next generation. Well, I guess that's not such a drag.
It's not a drag.
But it is a drag.
It was a drag.
And then he does all of Naruto's work as Hokage.
Oh, yeah.
You can cut all that out. Anyways.
Usually. Some of it.
Let's just go through all. I just find what they choose fascinating. It's almost like they just, every single show, let's pick something.
Well, that's what you said. What they choose is fascinating. They weren't very choosy.
They
literally picked everything that happened of note. Like, well,
yeah, which is cool, which is fascinating.
If nothing else, it's worth screen capping because it's basically a checklist of what happened in 2022. Like it's almost worth like rereading. Like, oh yeah, this happened.
Yeah, and it's in order. It's got like the dates. So it's like 528. Momosaki Kid winning the artist belt. 626. The cage match with Tam and Natsupoi.
Oh, the match that ruined everything.
7-9. The match that ruined everything. Natsupoi leaves DDM.
Uh, yeah,
Which
but it all started with the cage. They hurt each other so good they just had to start singing.
yep. Yeah. She got her ass kicked, so she's like, you know what? I got my ass kicked, so let me have a rematch. And
Like,
not
I
and not.
can't beat you.
You know how I couldn't beat you in a steel cage? I want a match, a regular
Yeah,
match.
I know. Talk about reverse storylines. That's so almost.
I mean, it
I think
makes
W
this.
did that with Jericho, didn't he? He's like, why don't we start with the cage match and then we'll do a blow off in a regular 15-minute match.
You're insane if you think it. A Jericho feud starts with a shark cage.
Basically, it's like, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna jump off the cage and then.
Meltier winning the tag belts, 821. Also 821. Saya Kamatani versus Himeka. That was a good match. I'm surprised they put that on there.
Saya and Himeka? Himeka getting title shots is like nothing but awesome.
It's just fascinating what they just is like the highlights. Hanan successfully defending the Futures belt 10 times, breaking the record.
That's up
920.
there for me.
Nine,
What a neat list this is.
925. Saya Ida muscle contest winner. As of right now, that's my vote. a couple more. I don't know. This is like entertaining. I thought I would just mention this, but I'm like reading through it. It's fucking awesome.
Well, I just can't believe what they have on there. Like, and also what's funny too is that it just sort of, oh, there's something with Lady C. There we go. We can just push that. But any,
Cage match. No. Julia winning the 5-star. Yeah. Ooh. My
oh, never mind.
Himmies.
It was Showcase.
My
I'm not.
Himmies.
We're not voting for Showcase. I didn't even watch it.
Well, right now it's my vote just 'cause it's hilarious. Just the Saya Ida. No, that was the one good thing I liked about any of the showcases was Saya Ida winning a muscle contest.
Oh, my eyes went down to later because it was the only match Lady C's been nominated for
Whoa.
for
All
Moment
right.
of the
Well,
Year, and it's that
changing my.
stupid like shampoo match.
I'm rechanging my vote. Ami Sarai becoming the 9th future Stardom champion. Oh, okay. You can only vote on one, so. Mina Shirakawa, getting your face broken.
Oh, but coming back with Venus. Oh,
Natsuko.
it ends there.
Well, it's called Natsuko Toro comeback match, so I'm like, I don't want to vote for it, but like Utami wins.
Oh, but there's just, oh my god, this is a great list.
Yeah. Shuri defends her red belt for the 10th time. And it's not even the match, it's just her winning. That's the moment, her defending it. Like some of them are matches, some of them are just the Moneyball match. All right. That was
Oh, the Moneyball breaking is a moment.
yeah,
That is a moment.
if the Moneyball breaking was the moment. The haircut match.
That was
But
one of the greatest things we've ever seen. Like, we replay stuff, but very few times, like while we're watching something, are we like, did that really just happen? And like go back and rewatch it over and over again.
yo, the best part about that is the entire match Mayu just shoving coins in her pockets.
Like everything was amazing. Someone, uh,
the
Ar-
Moneyball
Archon
just
Blade right,
the Moneyball just
complete.
shatters and like the whole because they wasn't cheering at the time, so it's dead
No,
silent and everyone just stops.
oh, it was amazing. Well, chat writes a complete f up with professionals that made it go another 20 minutes
No,
of
and then
awesome.
Rossi said, "No, it's the same. The thing wasn't. You had to get the thing off the like, whatever the ladder match. You got to get the thing off the thing."
Yeah, so it broke. It was still technically hooked.
Yeah,
So while Bayou and Julia were stuffing coins in their outfits, the match must go on.
Mayu is hilarious because every time you look over, it's like it's not even for like the camera. She's just like sliding coins in all of her wherever she can fit them.
It's amazing.
Now, Lady C, yeah, the awful Stardom Showcase shampoo match. But hear me out. After the match, later, see it gets cut. See what you watch is it gets cut. But if you actually, because of the stupid copyright with DJ Bouncy Bounce, um, after they bring Lady C backstage and they give her a full on makeover and she comes out in a ball gown. She basically was the Cinderella.
Oh,
So that's a moment.
it's a it's all right.
Mayu Iwatani and Hazuki and Koguma and Saida versus. All right. I want to read how this one is written. Stars appear in Santa's costumes. Year-end climax, Christmas Eve special 8-man tag. Mayu Iwatani, Hazuki, Koguma, and Saida. That's a
That
vote
was a
for.
fun little match.
That's a vote for Utami. Then we have Dream Queendom, Julia winning the red belt. In the Shirakawa return match. Wow, that's last on the list. Even below
I
Julia.
like.
So what's our
I
vote? What
think
are we
I would.
stuffing?
I would love to stuff the ballot, and it gets recency bias, so it could actually win, and then we could take credit for it. But the Shirakawa return match, I think, almost needs to be it. That her story in the Club Venus is the greatest thing going on right now.
Or there's Lady C. We gotta stuff the ballot for Lady C. She needs all the help she can get.
I cannot. y- No, you can't reward bad behavior.
But it was better than Mariah's Cinderella.
But it wasn't. It was on a showcase, and like most of the people didn't get to see the part that you're telling me about because it wasn't on the pay per view, or it was pay per view only, or Japanese feed only, or however the hell you did it.
All right. Well, my vote is still for the money ball because I need that to be an animated card.
Oh, I like that.
So I'm submitting.
Okay, yeah.
So that is
The money
submitted.
ball.
Yeah.
If you want to, if so, is there a way to contact Stardom official for the card party? Because we have a beautiful GIF on the site of the money ball exploding. They could literally just use our GIF, and I'm okay with it.
And Angelo said we just drew more than last Wednesday's Dynamite. I don't even know what that
What I
means.
love about him is he's always up to date on the current rankings.
What?
As far as like people watching the shows and stuff like that. So it's pretty good.
Oh. You know
He
what
also
else?
has been tracking your jail progress too, which is pretty funny.
Well, you get extra computer time when you tell
Rankings,
them
ratings, I've been out of commission for a week.
if you ask to go to the library, they have to give you extra computer time. Studying for my case.
I had to take a week off. I had to take a trip down to Wild Island, and I was trying to free Juno myself, not with bail money, but to try to break him out. And it wasn't working, so here I am back, and Juno's still stuck in the Wild Island.
I just pictured the South Park episode where Cartman goes to juvie. They're making him just like shove stuff up his ass, and he's like, they're like his like cellmates bullying him, and he makes him shove like an entire amusement park up his ass.
Jesus.
Like he makes him like shove a pack of cigarettes up his ass. He's like, all right, now I gotta crap him out. And he's like, ah, ah. It goes on for like 3 minutes, and then he's like flushes. He's like, oh god damn it.
Oh no.
In other news,
Yeah, say we did the card party. I like that. I like that whole whole card party plus the whole voting on the.
That can almost be a
So we'll
bonus
have to put it on community.
if that
Yeah.
went too long.
No, it was fun. One going. I love that list. That's an amazing list of
But
like the good things that happened for the year, and doing a community post to stuff the ballot for the
now,
Moneyball. I think that's the way to go because we need if
well,
we
because
need to support it because we need more Moneyballs.
the
We
beauty
need
of it
one this year.
is there's gonna be like it's like the top 3 or 4 get a 5-star card, which doesn't even exist. But then there's like some 4-star and some 3-stars. So like most of the moments are getting a card. But yeah, I need the Moneyball. I need us stuff in the ballot for the Moneyball because I need that to be like immortalized on a card.
I know I might even have to like pay the 3,000 yen to attempt to get it.
3,000 yen to draw one card.
Oh, it's so silly.
Yeah, dude. Okay, that is a ripoff. I will say. Like I put like $25 into it because I'm like, all right, I'll do $10, and it was a little less than $10 for like the second
Yeah,
one
the
up.
exchange rate at least is in
It's
our
like
favor.
it's like every marble game. It's like there's like the $5, the $10, the whatever, $20. But like
And then like the best deal, yeah.
yeah, like the $8 one ended up giving me like 3 cards, and then it's like, all right, for $25 I get 12. Like I don't want to spend $25, but whatever.
Well, at least you got a 4-star out of it because you can't get 4 stars for free.
Yeah, and then I traded it for the Venus.
Which is
But
actually crazy too if you think about it. Like it's not even guaranteed. That's what's almost upsetting. If you're gonna pay for like the premium and pay money to draw, throw them a bone, and it guarantees you a 3-star. But 3 stars you can already get in the free packs. I'm like, at least if you're gonna do the 10, guarantee a 4-star. My God,
in
that's why I keep I'm trying to trade 1-star Zoomies for your 4-star Venus because I'm assuming you're gonna get drunk one day and accidentally click the wrong button.
I keep trying to trade away all my Azumis. I don't take them.
Oh, you know what? Before we move on, I have big news about the card game. Let me go to my player page. Oh, I actually moved down one. But out of 5,899 people into the card game, I am an eight. I am the. I don't know if it's sad or not, but I'm proud. I am in 18th place right now. Was as high as 17th place on as Lady C collectors. I am in the top 20 out of
You know,
just about 59,000 people playing the game.
or almost 6,000.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 5,900. I was doing the yen conversion again, where you just sort of round up.
Okay, but is this? But how about this? I don't know if this is
Either way, I'm
impressive.
top 20
That
Lady
is
C collector.
that is very impressive, but also like people just will hand away Lady C's for free, basically,
Easy now.
which is cool because that's like my girl. I am 117th place for Mayu Iwatani, which is like that's like the what is it, the whale card. Everyone wants the Mayu cards. I'm like, I don't know how I keep going up the ranks. In other news, for the 8th time, May 6, 2023, the triumphant return of Utami Hayashishida during Stardom Golden Fight Week in Kagoshima. Now, this venue, well, it is okay to support people vocally. Utami Hayashishida's triumphant return in this Stardom tournament. Let's burn hot, hot, hot. I like how that's how that translated to me.
Yeah.
But I looked at another translation. It says, "Let's get fired up," instead of let's burn hot, hot, hot. Let's get fired up for the triumphant return of Kagoshima Zone Shimi Hayashishida.
When is that? When she's coming back to her hometown?
May 6th for Golden Fight Week.
Oh, that's cool. Is that when she loses to Nene?
Well, hang on.
Oh, I didn't mean to jump a tab on you.
I was trying to think. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Moving on. There's really nothing to talk about there. It's like months away. I just thought they just every time.
Well, obviously they don't usually do stuff like that. Well, they'll talk about people going to their hometown, but if they're selling tickets this far ahead, like that's a big deal right there. That's pretty good.
Maybe. Yeah, they did that for Mayu. They did that for Tam when they gave her like the key to the COVID cure. I don't know. I assume that like remember like a guy. There's like a guy in a suit, and he's like Tam Nakano, take my life. Eat. It was like the Aztecs, like rip my heart out while it's still beating. Eat it, and the key to the city shall be yours. Or it was something like, "Hey, welcome back, Tam. Like you're kind of a local legend."
That's awesome. Well, the Tam one wasn't awesome. I actually hated that show so much. I fast forwarded through most of it, but I like the fact that they made a big deal of it.
I just hope that all of 18 Hayashi Shida siblings show up with flowers again. Like her debut
You just want to see
match.
Big Daddy out there.
I just want to see Utami dress up as Big Daddy again, like she did for the one Halloween show. Which
Bringing back the Halloween show would be a-okay too.
I can't find a picture of it. I don't feel like going back through the site, but they did like a battle royal deal where they were all dressed up and as each other, which is funny. And then Utami dressed up like her dad, who's like a TV star. And since Big Daddy can't wrestle all the girls, she just was like outside, like cheering everyone on. Now, moving on to your favorite shows of the year, I figured why not run through real quick the Stardom Showcase matches.
I know why. Because they're usually horse shit.
Yeah, but I usually get so excited. Like, I like the concept, and then the matches are fucking shit.
Do you remember before, like that? Like nothing's even surprising about those shows. When I think you shared me a tweet, I was like, "Of course," and it was before we knew that there was a muscle contest. Like Tekla just tweeted out, "Welp, I'm back," and they oiled me up to go on stage, and we were like, "Of course they did."
No, her exact words were they covered me in baby oil and played my music. which
And I
makes it
quote,
which makes it sound like she just showed up there with like a Snapple and like a hungover or something, or was like just stumbling into the building like, all right, hey, there's like she like they didn't tell her she's like, I don't have a match today, but like I guess I'll watch the show, and like they just all the other girls just circled her with baby oil. She's like, what the fuck? My favorite part about that is the three finalists were like the two actual bodybuilders, Saida, Thekla, and then just fucking Hazuki. It was by crowd. It was about. Oh, it was one of the rare moments where I actually didn't think about it at the time. Like they decided by like crowd cheering.
I know sometimes that stuff does feel like a shoot. Yeah, Hazuki's like, I don't belong here.
Yeah, she was laughing the whole
It's
time.
so funny,
She's
right?
like, I don't belong up here.
All
But
right, well, we might as well go through Showcase because at least one person in the chat loves it.
we have to start the show Saida defending her title versus Chanyota in a muscle match.
All right, well, that's the highlight of the show. It's all downhill from there.
Of course, because next we have. Well, it's got Hanan in it, but it's also got Azumi. It's also got Bubble Girl, and it's also got. Oh, this is gonna be shit. It's also got the girl with pointy boobs. We got Natsu Samir versus the Bubble Girl, Momoka Hanazono. Fucking who cares? Ugh.
That's all we need is like Hanan to not be in those garbage comedy matches that Izumi loves.
And guess what? It can't be a showcase without Azumi running around like an idiot in a how am I even pronounce that? A false count anywhere match.
Oh, great! So the first two falls are gonna probably be in a bounce house. At least Mayu's not in it, so she doesn't have to go down the stairs.
You don't know that. The next match is Machine Legion versus Reaper Legion in a it's man tag match. It should be like women or robot. We have Super Strong Stardom Machine and Super Strong Stardom Giant Machine, and teaming up with them is Mystery X versus Reaper A, Reaper B, and Reaper C. Gross.
Oh yeah.
But actually, next up we have a match that's usually one of my favorite gimmicks. We have a Captain's Fall match. Tam Nakano, Natsupoi, and Saki versus Waka Tsukiyama, Mariah May, and Mina Shirakawa.
Oh, I like that. All right, so there's one to watch. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And you're also right too. That'll be the match that's I at least hope is taken seriously, because that's a good one.
Yep.
And Venus wins.
Mm. Well, yeah, I like that. That's an upgrade. Give Tam the one I think should be good at wrestling. I can't even remember her name. Zaya Brookside. Just can we get a pick swap? Like I'll
Trade Brookside for Natsupoi or
for Waka.
Oh right, yeah, I'll trade Brookside for Waka any day of the week. Waka's so much better.
And God, next we have the Saki Kashima. Here's my prediction, and then I'll tell you. Saki Kashima literally dies in the ring, but as she dies from like a Shuri kick to the temple, her lifeless body somehow beats Shuri because she's like undefeated against Shuri. We have Shuri versus Saki Kashima in a UWF rules match, where the only way to win is give up KO or ref stoppage.
Is there a chance? We love Kashima. Is there a chance that it's one of her 15-second matches? And
there's
that's
also
only because she gives up. She like the bell rings and she says, "I quit."
I also
she's terrified.
I also forgot 2 rules. I said it was give up KO or ref stoppage. There's also doctor stoppage and 1 of your seconds throwing in the towel.
Is there any chance there's shenanigans? Is there a Mirai or an Ami turn and one of them throwing the towel on Shuri and join Oedo Tai and Saki Kashima?
There's also a point system, but here's the thing: there's no pinfall, so I don't know how she's gonna get by without a Kishikashi. You lose a point for grabbing the ropes or getting taken to the ground. Oh fuck, she's gonna lose because god damn it, Shuri loves getting taken to the ground. That's how she starts every match.
Well, yeah. You start on your back.
Sorry, I have to read this. It's very special. Next up is the Stardom 12th Anniversary Stars vs. Queen's Quest vs. Oedo Tai Lifetime Limited Premium Kobe Beef Scramble 3-Way Elimination Match. So we have we got Utami, Saya, and Miyu versus Tora, Starlight Kid, Momo Watanabe versus Hazuki, Iwatani, Mayu, and Kogama. And I assume the winners just get like a lifetime supply of like premium Kobe beef. Didn't Stars on the last showcase win a restaurant? So now they have like a lifetime supply of beef to go with it.
Oh, they are building up a franchise slowly but surely.
McMayus.
I like it.
Hazuki King.
What was that one the community post you had a picture of some fast food thing, didn't you?
I don't know. I just saw Yuri eating a burger.
Oh, it was Yuri burger. That's right.
Yeah, I was like, have it your way.
Yes, please.
I think someone just said, like it was almost like a trap. I'm like, I'll have one. And I was like, you want fries with that?
Well, yeah, obviously.
And in the main event, we have Risa Sarah. It's just prominence. We have Risa Sarah and the other Risa Sarahs versus Julia, Micah and Himeka in a hardcore match. That's gonna be good.
Really?
Yeah.
So is Himeka going through with this? Have you been following up? Her brain and her knee injury isn't too shattered to go through a bullshit match against these lunatics.
She's perfectly healthy. That's why she wants to have a death match with prominence before she calls it a career.
She's perfectly healthy. The knee injury and the Natsupoi leaving that put her over the edge.
No knee injury. Just the Natsupoi broke her heart, and
That's what I think it was too. It was the Natsupoi did it.
Natsupoi did it. Well, Tam did it.
Tam. Oh, the biggest heel in wrestling after
What
Tanahashi.
the fuck? Yo, oh my god, that's like that's the never end. What is the thing they put on like with Zumi and Starlight? The not Fight Forever, Forever Foes or something.
Yeah.
Julia lost. She Tam poached her mascot and a jumbo princess. I don't like it.
Royal.
Shimi.
Well, everyone, it's corrected you. No, it's forever rivals and eternal foes. I'm like, well, we usually just pause on Royal.
You should just. You don't know. So I'm gonna re-edit that to like make it Starlight fist bumping herself. Yeah, I guess this is worth showing. I mean, it's really all worth showing, but
Well, easy, Angelo. We only throw the big O out once a year.
they debut match of 3 Stardom rookies at the Yokohama Budokan. So they're gonna
Rumor
debut
has it that
3
one
new
of them is
rookies.
bigger than Lady C.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah, and heels. 181 centimeters is that one? What's happening?
That's not okay.
My world is crumbling. That's not okay. Without 170, I thought that was her loss streak for a minute.
And then you thought it was the waist.
It's definitely the waist. I'm like, I think her hips are 177 centimeters around. You're like, that's not humanly possible. I'm like, are you sure? Look at them. Maybe in feet that's not possible, but I don't know. That's cool. Some new rookies. One of them kind of looks like Natsupoi. If Natsupoi, no, I won't finish that.
Yeah, which one of these are like SLK's new project? Because whoever Starlight puts over in those New Blood shows
Who
ends
is
up getting title shots
who
and
does
like
she bully?
paydays. Well, yeah, who is she bully? Who's Starlight's? If the only way any of these girls go over is if one Julia beats her up for too long, or Starlight Kid embraces her.
Yeah, what the fuck? They probably are all gonna wrestle each other, and like one of them gets to have like a free. Their first match is a win.
What was Starlight doing this show? Isn't she usually Miss New Blood?
She's the queen of New Blood, even when she's not on New Blood.
Oh, so she's probably just booking it from behind the scenes, which is
Book.
why this seems slightly less shitty than usual.
New Blood is the. I was gonna say this. Why is the shit work for everything? It's like it's shitty. It's the shit. It's like bad.
The drizzling right down your leg. That's New Blood.
New Blood is Michael Jackson bad.
Yeah, but that was pretty good until it got really bad.
No, you're just being ignorant.
now that he's dead, you all love him, huh?
There's nothing better than the South Park episode right after he died where they dig up his grave. They're like, are we really doing this? Yep. And they start digging, and it's all complete silence while they dig up his grave for like 30 seconds. People are not going to be okay with this, Kyle.
Shuri's on vacation. No one's challenging Shuri.
Shuri's on vacation. She's on vacation till, jeez, if she's on the Utami regimen 2 years from now.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's on vacation until 2024. She doesn't want a title shot this year. She's good. Julia loves beating up on new kids. It doesn't surprise me at all that Julia's facing one of the three rookies.
Right?
Wasn't
Oh.
Julia beating up on Miyu for her first three matches?
Julia, well, Tommy beat up on Miyu first, and
Oh,
then
well, that's all right.
I think it was Tam, and then I think it was Julia, and then I think it was Kyrie. This girl can't catch it. You wonder why she only wrestles once every 3 months. Actually, there's an amazing photo on New Blood where I think it's Miyu's fault. I think she keeps challenging everybody. So she's like challenges Julia, and Julia's like, "I'm gonna hurt you. You know that. You still want to wrestle me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I do." It's like, oh, are you sure? It's gonna hurt a lot." Yeah. And then after the match, it was like, God, it was like a cartoon or something. Like Miyu's like on the floor crying, and they all like after the New Blood shows, they all get together in the ring and they take some photos, like and like the beautifully awkward Stardom, you know what I'm talking about, where they all just stand there for the cameras for 5 minutes, not moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Miyu's on the ground crying the whole time, and she's like at Julia's feet, like a lost puppy, and Julia's like, oh, all right, like fucking, I didn't want to, I kicked your ass, but like, calm down.
Is this on your list? Is there because you brought one up and Enigma brings one up in chat. Is the Cinderella bracket up?
Oh, it's on the list.
Oh, good, because we have to do our Cinderella show, which last year was literally one of the greatest things we ever did because we did like three of them because we all our winners lost in the first round and then the second round and then we still couldn't get the finals right.
No,
So
cause
yeah,
it's not our.
like if
No, that's
there,
bull. No, it's bullshit. Cause like half the first round, like there was like 3 double eliminations, like a double like count
dude,
out.
we're
Like
getting much better at like guessing where the draws and double countouts are gonna be. I have a feeling we're
my
in it. The Cinderella bracket is probably the funnest bracket of the entire year. I am so stoked to fill this out.
my mistake for filling it out like a March Madness bracket.
Yeah, right. I'm like, yeah, I did that last year too. I'm like, of course it's gonna be like Mayu and Shuri in the end, right? Like, oh no, of course not.
No, who thought? Oh, Mirai, of course.
Yeah, I can't wait. I haven't even seen the bracket yet, but I'm super stoked too, and I would love to find a way. And the first time we do it, to find a way to make Hanan win or Mirai come back and win again.
Well, I think the idea, our first bracket, we started with Lady C obviously winning, and then worked our way back.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna figure out a way to do that too. All right, so we're gonna. Yeah, when does that even start? We might have to put a rush on that if the bracket's been released. I remember last year's show because everything's on. We watch everything on Stardom World, which is late. I think our last year's show was released like a whole round in. We're like, listen, don't spoil it for us. We're doing a show here for something that's already happened.
There's also another big pay per view. That's Stardom is like the very second, like 1, 2, 3, like bell rings and like they clear out the ring with the ice packs and whatever. Like it's already on to the next thing. Like they just had the big show. What was it called? Whatever. Golden something. What was it called? Supreme Fight. And then like 2 days later, they're like, "All right, moving on. We gotta start building towards the next show." But we have a 3-way opening match: Miyu Amasaki versus Rina versus Hina, and then the two sisters will never get along, so Miyu gets a win.
That's the problem.
Actually, usually Rina ends up with the win.
Yeah, right. She's gonna whip all their asses and still end up getting it.
Match 0,2. Rebel and Enemy versus Lady C and Utami. That's like, if you can't be last, be first.
They're the only two matches you remember.
If you can't be last, be first. Next, we have Mina Shirakawa, Mariah May, and Waka Tsukiyama, who've been tagging a shit ton, versus Thekla, Micah, and Mai Sakurai. That's decent.
Yes, it is.
And then we have like the rest of the stars versus like all of Oedo Tai, a 10-person tag match. Got to get them on the card. There's also, this is the final of the Triangle Derby. So the semifinals are Nene's team versus the Risa Sarah team. So at least one of them has to go home. And then on the other block, we have Shuri, Mirai, and Ami versus Tam Nakano, Natsupoi, and Saki. Oh my god. Saki can be my hero.
That'd be awesome.
And then we have a special match, Himeka versus Chihiro Hashimoto, because she's like, Shuri said, I want to fight you now. And she's like, nah, not. We have to
So
build
is that
towards
her
this
thing?
other.
She's going through all of God's Eye until she gets to Shuri.
No, she's got a. Shuri said, "Can I fight you now? I was supposed to fight you at this pay-per-view," and she said, "No, I want one more match." And Shuri said, "Okay."
Because the girl that doesn't belong here, or go here, if you will, is the one calling the shots. Like it.
Well, it was funny because it's what do they do? Like a big quarterly pay-per-view? Probably. I haven't really paid attention. So Shuri's like, I want to fight you at the next pay-per-view, but conveniently, I want to fight someone else. And then Himeka says, well, no one else. She said she wants to fight somebody, so I guess I can. So Himeka versus Chihiro Hashimoto.
Oh no.
But it's okay, because after that, we have the long-awaited Starlight Kid wiping the floor with the Zumi in like 2 minutes in a high-speed championship match.
Oh, to get her belt back.
Yeah, just keeping it warm for her.
Oh, holy cow! You know what? This is gonna be. It's been a downer for a while. This is gonna be the first match that like goes our way in, I don't know, almost a year at this point.
No, I think this might be like the best pay-per-view of the year. Because the opening match, we got the Hanan sisters, except Hanan and Miyu. That's gonna be good. Then Utami and Lady C, they get to pick up a win. They don't tag together ever.
Not only that, but this gets the ball rolling for the. We predicted that they were going to be the 2022 goddesses. It just means we were a year early. Like they got to start it.
Yeah, you got to get some cohesion. That's what they missed last time. Then Mina, Mariah May, and Waka versus Micah, Mai Sakurai, and Thekla. Like, that's just a good match right there.
Why is Waka on that team?
Because
Did she get kicked out and we haven't watched it yet because I'm so far behind?
Do you think Tam has time for anything but Tam?
Well, she has time for Natsupoi as long as those checks keep clearing.
Tell you what, she moved herself right up into the first match of the pay-per-view. Technically. She moved out of the pre-show.
Huh?
Next we have Stars is going to pick up a big win versus all of Oedo Tai. If Starlight, there's no Starlight, so yeah. Yeah. And then, oh god. Because you got Nene's team and Prominence. Okay, so we'll assume they lose. Right? Oh,
Yeah.
god. But then, so God's Eye, like, it's either God's Eye or Saki. So, like, that's who we just assume we're winning the thing, or else I have to have a mental breakdown. I can't deal with Nene having, I can't deal with Nene or Prominence having all the tag belts. They already do, but I can't deal with it again.
And to win the second tournament in a row.
The first
that
ever.
that's not good.
Yeah. So we're just gonna assume that Saki wins, right? Or Shuri.
Yes, obviously.
So this is looking like a good pay-per-view right now. And then Himeka power bombs this Chihiro chick through the ring mat.
She probably will, but then she'll kick out at 2.
No, that'll be a good match, and Himeka will lose, but it'll be a good match. And then Starlight's gonna get her belt back. She's been preoccupied winning like every other belt in Stardom.
Yeah, that's good too.
Challenger Hazuki versus champion Saya Kamatani. I think Saya's gonna get another win.
No.
So
That's
Hazuki
all my insight. Just know, yeah, Hazuki just wins.
Hazuki's
There's
gonna
no bit.
win the white and the red belts.
Yeah, see, I'm I actually find it funny that she's going for this. Like they do such weird things with stories. Like Hazuki and Julia had a couple of those little tiffs last year where they were brawling on the outside and they really didn't like each other. And like it feels like, and now Hazuki's wearing red. You wear the color of the belt you want, right? You think she would just be building towards beating up on Julia all year, but yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe she's gonna start with Saya and go from there.
Oh, there is a Cinderella. And then there's a Julia match. Who can hate that? Actually, I know you hate it, but um,
See, the thing with Julia, when there were Utami matches and I knew she was going to win, it was awesome. What is it about, like, actually, that's not even true. What is it, and even with the Shuris, like, when you, what you, so when someone you like is the champion, it's like every time they fight, I'm like, yeah, they're going to get screwed this time. But now it's like, I don't like Julia. And now that she's the champion, it's like every time she fights, I'm like, of course, I don't even want to watch this match because she's just going to win. It's like a whole reverse psychology thing, like all the Nene stuff. I'm like, I literally don't want to watch any other tag matches because they're just gonna keep beating the people I like.
I think you really love it.
Ugh.
But
I don't want to wait till December to watch that damn belt change.
as Julia says, for those who love Julia and those who don't, will keep watching me. And you do. No, but they had a nice little. I like. They usually don't get me interested in matches with talking. Usually it's like, oh, they're just good wrestlers, and like the Hazuki Saya Kamatani deal. It's just like, oh, they're both good. That'll be good. Like there's nothing special.
With all these shows coming up, usually have your finger on the pulse of it. Is there any press conferences? Because I actually had a lot of fun doing the last one, worth even, you know, to translate one or two of them, like one or
uh,
two of the not the shows, but one or two of the wrestlers.
I just translated Himeka retiring. That's a bummer.
Oh yeah, I was out of town for that. Yeah, that was sad.
But I actually don't know
Well,
about
good
that.
job with it. If you put that up, that's awesome.
Maya gets on the mic because Julia challenged her on one of the last shows, and she's like, "Do you want to fight me for this red belt, you bitch?" And then she said, "I'll think about it." And then after the match, she gets up on the mic. She's like, "Yeah, I thought about it." And then Julia said, "Oh, you bitch."
That's funny.
She says, "Sorry to disturb you. I'm so sorry, Prominence. Please give me a moment." I thought about it a lot, and I really don't want to wrestle in a Stardom ring. No matter what happened in the past, I really hate Julia and Rossi Ogawa. But I am gonna keep fight. I am gonna fight for this belt. Um, just as Stardom wants me to.
Who said this?
Maya. I know it won't make Rossi Ogawa happy, but if I wear that belt, if I win that belt, which is quite possible, both Julia and Rossi Ogawa would be disgusted. And I'm sure that you fans of Stardom don't want that. You don't expect that, do you? You don't expect me to be a champion. You don't think they're expecting it. And then apparently she was getting like booed. He goes, "The more you hate me, the more I want that belt." I want to be the champion that no one wants, no one expects, no one welcomes. I'm going to be the kind of champion who's not wanted, not expected, and not welcomed by anyone. And then Julia says, please keep booing. And then Julia says, hey, thanks, you bitch. To be honest, I thought you would run away, but I'm glad you came. I know you hate me because I hate you too. But I think it takes a lot of courage to wrestle with an opponent which you have such a cold relationship with. I will never run away. I will confront you no matter what you say and no matter what your reasons are.
That was close to a
So,
Dr. Seuss.
I do not like you, Sam. I am. So Julia says, support whoever the fuck you want. I don't care. I just want to cave this bitch's head in, basically.
Oh,
You know, paraphrasing a little bit. And then Julia says, don't worry, March 4th will be your last match at Stardom. Please leave, that's all. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
they are
good.
spending a lot of time giving not Stardom wrestlers. I think that's your gripe from the last show. Like, why is all our Stardom girls losing to non-Stardom wrestlers, and why are the non-Stardom wrestlers winning our belts?
Because you can't have you can't have Return of the Jedi without Empire Strikes Back.
Uh, yeah.
I like that analogy. I think I nailed it.
Sure. So I should be an NA fan because eventually she's gonna get her hand. Wait, no, she doesn't get her hand cut off. Is that eventually she's gonna get thrown down a pit?
Yeah, by Utami in the first round of the Cinderella tournament, which is the first matchup of the first round. Nene Takahashi versus Utami Hayashishida. Then we have Momo Watanabe versus Micah. That almost seems like a double knockout.
Jesus. Why don't they like each other?
Momo doesn't like. Well, because one time,
Oh, that's
Momo.
just that's the first round of the tournament. I'm sorry. I'm like, how did that feud happen? I'm
Well,
like, I
well,
like it.
because one time Momo took one of Micah's rice balls and ran off with it. So that's a blood feud. My Sakurai versus Julia.
Oh my god, that has upset written all over it. Upset or double count out or an over the top rope, something. Is over the top rope back? We always get confused on if they have it or not. They seem to have it when it's convenient.
Let's see. All the matches.
Oh my god.
Let's see
Yeah,
if
we're
there's
gonna do this
rules.
tournament. What's the date of this first round show? We definitely have to have a show up by then to have our entire bracket done. We need a bracket
326.
show. Oh, we got plenty of time, which means we should probably do it next week.
Yeah.
No, in our schedule.
Yeah, they seem to only do over the top. That made fucking you loved when Julia got her head busted open
Oh my
by
god.
Micah.
I
Yo, that's
still watch it every now
I
and
don't know if
again,
you ever told that
just to
story.
put
So,
myself to sleep.
so for I thought you were the biggest loser on the planet because I only knew was from like I think I saw like the AEW whatever her name was like the Joshi Princess girl. And I'm like, I thought that's what you were into. And then you were telling me about these, like, no, you got to watch this Stardom shit. It's so good. And I'm like, I don't want to watch any of that. And like, no, just fucking watch this. And it's the Cinderella match where Micah picks up Julia for a superplex to the outside because it was over the top rope at the time, and fucking Micah drops Julia head first onto the ring post, and she's just gushing blood because she was GI Julia, so she was just shaved bald.
Yeah, that that was that was awesome. 2021 was so fucking good.
And then I was like, oh. And then I still didn't watch Stardom for 3 months until you showed me Mina Shirakawa.
The Shirakawa's got you, which is funny because I had to convince you, and now you're the historian of the group.
Good stuff. Well, because I thought it was the Joshi. I don't even know what it's called.
Yo,
Doesn't
listen
matter.
though,
It
like 2
doesn't
years
matter.
later, if you woulda if the first, yeah, but now think of it. So, yeah, Tokyo Joshi sucks,
Tokyo Joshi.
and especially at the time it sucked, and started like, 2021 was the year like, such a good year to jump on. So, let's just say you never watched a Stardom show, and you turn it on, and it's a pay-per-view with Meltier coming out. You instantly turn that shit off, right? Like, what is this bullshit?
No, because I find it so over the top. Because
Yeah, but now
but
because you
there's
know them,
no,
would you
but
have thought that was over the top if it was like your first ever like look at them?
it's definitely over the top. But they're so serious about it. I feel like when I see the chick on AEW and she's like fucking dancing around like an idiot, I'm like, no, I don't know. It's almost like you can get away with a lot of dumb shit in wrestling if like if you make me believe that you believe it. You know what I mean? Like if Al Snow believed that he was talking to a mannequin, so like he made me believe he thought he was talking to a mannequin. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Hazuki beating Azumi, on the other hand, in the first round.
Awesome. That only makes sense.
Yep. Oh, Mariah May getting
This
upset by
first round is
Arena.
amazing.
I can
No
feel the
way.
upset. I feel the upset.
No way. This is where Mariah May, depending on her where her bracket is, she gets a couple easy wins.
There's got to be some upsets. There's from I've learned from last year, the entire first round. Mariah got a first round bye and then basically a second round bye because everyone else gets eliminated. And then what do you know? She's in the finals. I feel the upset. Fucking Rena probably has 8 years more experience than Mariah May.
I doubt it. Mariah May's probably 45.
The Karate Kid versus Mrs. Miyagi.
See, these are the type of matches that have upset written all over it.
Shuri versus Tomaka and Naba. Well, because here's the deal. Uh, I could see Tomaka getting the upper hand on Shuri for a little bit. You know how Shuri loves to like start a match on her back, and then she's Tomaka's gonna get real confident, right? And it's gonna be like a karate movie where she's like, all of a sudden Shuri just hits her with a buzzsaw kick and just like gently picks her up and places her over the top rope. And she's gonna say, "What, Sensei? I don't understand. You taught me everything you know." And she's like, "Exactly. I taught you everything you know."
This has like buzzsaw kick written all over it, and Inaba just like catching her leg and rolling her up for a quick three.
No chance. Round one? Wow, that'd be a fall. Oh my god. Momo Kogo versus Saki Kashima, the queen of the Kishikashi, versus the over the top rope, if hopefully this is an over the top rope rules tournament queen.
I this match I would this match is amazing. This one this is one of those this is what's so good about tournaments. This is one of those matches you didn't know you needed. At a combined weight of 85 pounds. Like unbelievable. How good is that?
As Hendrix said, it's Saki Kashima versus the Saki Kashima fan club.
How good is that? I love this.
Actually, because if you remember, did you remember Mayu kicking the shit out of Kogo after the tag league?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's because Koga, she was pissed that Koga was like all in on Kashima.
yeah. So like the start of this Triangle Derby tournament, I think they faced Saki in the first round, and Kogo was all business. So
Oh, she finally shook it off.
well, she was like a super fan. Mayu had a great interview about it before going into the Triangle Derby. She's like, "Well, I was tagging with Momokogo in the tag league, and people have been asking me why I was so pissed off, or what, I don't know how she said it exactly, but
Uh huh.
she's like, well, it's fine for you to be a fan of Saki Kashima, who did like betray me horribly, but go ahead and be a fan of Saki Kashima. But when you're my tag partner in the tag league and you're fangirling out, I'm trying to get a fucking dub. Yeah.
It's awesome.
So Saki probably wins in 15 seconds. Momo Kogo wins with 17 seconds. Kishikashi and Saki. How about that?
I say Kashima. I don't even know the bracket, but I say Kashima goes 3 rounds deep with a total of like 2 minutes worth of matches.
I think the over. If this, I really hope this is over the top rope. I want to see Kogo go to the semifinals at least. I want to see her
I'd like.
never. I want to see her never getting a move off and just winning over the top rope.
Oh, a Komomo Kishikashi.
That's what I said. Oh, sorry, that's too fast. Komomo, Kishikashi, and Saki Kashima in like 15 seconds.
Yes, please.
Because who else can do it? She watches all the tape.
That is true. However, when Saki's in the Kishikashi, doesn't she just reverse the Kishikashi and do her own Kishikashi so she wins in 18 seconds?
Yeah, but Momo, it's like Bill and Ted. She knows that she knows how to reverse the Kishikashi, so she reverses the Kishikashi reversal into her own Kishikashi.
Oh, Jesus. How many Kashis can a Komomo Kashi if a Kishikashi could
Komomo's Kishi.
keep Komo Kashi? All right.
Sack. Oh, talk about a match you didn't know you needed until you seen it. Mayu.
Double draw.
Oh, I want
That's the
Mayu to.
double draw of the round.
I want Mayu to be out of the first round for the first time in 6 years, though.
No chance in hell. These are the 15-minute matches, right? So there's no way.
You're probably right.
Oh, this is the one. This is the one of the round. There's a couple of every round where it's like but this just. Oh, yeah. That in turn does for the like a title shot in May, Mayu to win the white belt, and then Hanan to win it from Mayu. How good does that get? Here we go.
How many Momos could a Kogo Kashi if a Kogo could Kashi Saki?
Not bad.
Yeah, that's probably a draw. Lady C versus X.
Oh, get out of here! She doesn't even get to know her opponent. I tell how many times we got to say that this girl just has the world against her. Her and Waka.
She doesn't even get to know her. Who do you think it's gonna be? I want to believe that the silhouette they have is the actual girl, but it's never the case.
I hope that it's just like nobody, and then they do a 20 count, and then she goes on to the second round.
Kyrie. I want it to be Kyrie.
Yeah, watch her put over that new girl that's like taller than her. Now she like has no gimmick left. It's like, all right, well, I guess I'm done. Back to teaching.
I'm waiting for like Starlight to come out on stilts just to steal her gimmick.
No matter no matter what, my first bracket is going to be reverse engineered to have Lady C as the winner, just like last year. Sooner or later, it'll come true.
Yeah,
and then we'll do a real one at round 2.
I'm gonna do 3 brackets, right? One where Lady C wins.
And then one where your next favorite wins, and then a real one.
Yeah. Now one where probably I'm gonna pick someone and force them to win, and like that's like my dream bracket. Then I'm gonna do a second bracket where I do like March Madness. Like, all right, this person wins, that person
Actually,
wins.
match by match, the way it should go, instead of reverse engineering it. Like start with the winner and work backwards.
Yeah. And then the next one, I'm gonna. Well, that's what you do. You start with what you want, and then I'm gonna do the real bracket where I'm like, okay, this is a double count out. This is a whatever, and then somehow, let's see, then he gets.
Have you been on the chat in a while? There's finally I don't know, something happening that you'd be able to agree with.
Oh, I just realized that.
That's what the C stands for. You didn't know?
You didn't know? You better call somebody.
Lady C stands for the Cinderella.
Lady, it stands for a lot of things.
Yeah, for the past 45 minutes, these nerds were typing Azumi, but now you can pay attention to the chat again. You can unclose it. Oh
Starlight
no, not
versus
Starlight versus her
Starlight's
friend.
friend.
Oh no! What do we do here? Oh, this first round just took a turn for the worst.
Oh my
Not
god.
okay.
I was throwing this out there. I don't know about Starlight's friend, but if like Starlight's friend's Karma shows up, that
Oh no.
her mask seems pretty flammable.
Starlight has to beat Starlight's friend, right?
Well, what if Starlight's friend's friend shows up? Karma.
Can she show up if Starlight's friend's already there?
I don't see why not. I've never seen them in the same place at the same time before.
No.
So maybe they've had, there's not a new blood scheduled that day. Oh, and then finally not finally, but the only match that
What the hell's the pineapple doing here? She's gonna go way too far.
she's gonna get Amid. Could think of a good adjective.
Wait. The pineapple is DDM? What have we missed?
The pineapple is 7-Up. I don't know what you've missed. What are you looking at?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at. I'll cut that out for.
Just so confused. I'm like, what did I miss? Like, do they
I
need
was
like, do they need
I
a new
know,
member?
I was looking under the picture, and I just saw like the little parentheses DDM. Like, when the fuck did the pineapple become DDM?
Fuck. I'm not trying to give full predictions because I like the idea of doing like a solid like bracket.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do an entire show. Yeah, we're just ranting the first round here. We're gonna do the entire bracket though, real soon.
Himeka. Everyone thinks Himeka's gonna lose because she's calling it a career pretty soon.
So she wins.
Yeah.
And doesn't quit.
Well,
The
she could
booker's
always.
like, I know we've booked you like an asshole for the past since you lost your belts to Julia and Shuri.
What?
And we took your pet away. But if I let you beat Tam, is it all okay? Like, Himeka needs to kick Tam's ass. Tam deserves a Himeka ass whooping, right?
Well, you don't always get what should happen and what does happen in sports doesn't always add up.
She deserves it.
As Himeka said that she's like, well, I haven't done everything I've wanted to do in my career, if I'm honest. But she can beat Tam. That's a good way to go out.
Yes.
I was actually pretty adorable. She's like, well, I used to like just be a challenger and lose, and I never thought I could be a champion. I thought I was like just being a pretty good challenger is just like my limit. And then I used to think that I just wasn't motivated or whatever, and then Rossi used to always tell me that no, it's just because you're not very greedy, and I'm like, I didn't know what to think of that at the time, but that's probably true. I just like having fun. Oh, Raka gets the big upset. Raka.
Wow, that's funny too. I hope Raka wins. But real quick, I learned, but which you probably already knew, but I get all excited when I learn a new Japanese word. I'm like, oh, Himi means princess. Well, that makes sense.
Himeka also means princess.
Well, ka I think was like the suffix for something that was big. That's why I think that made sense. But I'm still learning. I just thought it was funny because it came up in something I was listening to, and I was like, oh, Himi, princess. That makes sense. All right, on to Ruaka.
Himeka, Japanese girl, female name. It means princess. It also could mean flower. It also could mean beautiful summer.
Ruaka.
It also wait. It says means princess means play the music. So oh shit, on the dance floor. It also can mean rice plant, which I assume is translating to like really tall. Yeah, I want Rocket to beat Tora so bad.
So bad. So like if there's a literal match of the day, like either Rocco wins or a draw. Anything but Tora goes on going on is amazing.
Hanan versus Mirai. Oh my god, the Ashy Cinderella.
Oh my god, this is the match. This is the match of the entire tournament right there. Whoever wins this wins the whole thing. I said it. I said it.
Um,
I'm timestamp it.
what
Hernan
do they
versus Mirai. Whoever wins this in round one wins the entire show.
what do they call it? Like a Mickey Mouse championship in sports? Like Mirai got like a 3-round bye last time, so
I know she was on the right side bracket with like all the stars, like the Mayus and fucking Poise, everybody who like double disqualified each other. She was like, "All right, I
and
guess I'm in the finals."
she also got a first round bye.
And a first round bye. You're right. Her first match was like,
It's round
"Oh,
3, like the
I get to put
semi.
a dress on if I win."
She already had the tiara on. All she had to do was beat. Who did she beat? I kind of forget. I want to believe it's Tam. I want to believe.
No, it wasn't because I actually thought Mariah was still going to lose going into the finals. Damn it! I'd love to bring up that bracket.
Natsupoi.
I'm Poi. She beat Poi at the end. That is huge.
We have there's a lot of
And then for the
matches.
win, huh? I'd like it.
Saya Ida, Miyu Amasaki. God,
Yeah, that's the one match I don't care about.
that's a draw. Well, that just has draw written
That's
all
just
over it.
fodder. Whoever wins this is just fodder for whoever they fight in the second round.
Natsupoi. Oh
No
man.
way, Venus all the way.
Ooh. Yeah, Mina would look good in a tiara.
Well, she'll look good until she runs up against the Hanan.
She runs up against Saya Kamatani.
Until she runs. I want Mina to win against Natsupoi. Absolutely.
Right? Oh god. There's only a couple matches that hey, we got Kuma versus I don't know how to say I forgot, but it's very similar to say spider in Japanese, so they just love putting them they love putting them
Kuma and
together.
Kumo.
Kumo,
Kuma and
yeah.
Kumo. Is that what you said? The
Yeah,
fucking thing
they
that's
love
what's
the
gonna
pun. They love the pun.
puns forever. So it's gonna be like bear pose, and then Thekko's gonna do her spider upside down shit, and then Kogama's gonna get scared, and it's gonna be comedy for a second. And I hate this match
No,
already.
it's just so the crowd can chant Kuma, Kumo, Kuma, Kumo.
Basically. Uh, fuck it. Thekko better win.
And then finally, what the fuck? Queen's Quest is getting. What are the other two members also Queen's Quest?
Mm.
Hina
And
doesn't.
Hina gets to go against Double X.
Yeah, so that when let's see, what's an upset that I don't want to happen? When Starlight's friend loses, she gets to
Yeah, so Hina and fucking oh yeah, that's right. So Starlight's friend gets to come out as other Starlight's friend.
Yes.
Yeah, so Hina and Lady C get the bad draws. Dumb.
Yeah, why don't they have to announce? Or they just that's dumb.
It's dumb.
But you know
Where it's
what?
just because at this point they should have just had Lady C and Hina fight each other to a double draw.
Oh, hang on. I also had something else that oh
See, I like where we are at the hour and 42-minute mark.
um
You still have 14 tabs open, but we went through a lot today. There's always
no,
Monday.
I did not want to buy a ticket, although I do want to buy a ticket.
Yeah,
But
yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
I don't know how.
I just click front row with benefits.
No, it was wait, when is New Blood? At 3:25 schedule. No, there was something that
Wasn't that fucking show in California like today? I know they just had Elimination Chamber that we didn't watch. Wasn't the IWGP title on like this weekend too?
oh, probably. Um
Oh, the
where
Valley
are
is
we?
on now, which means I'm probably gonna watch it later on tonight with my brother. No spoilers, chat.
Voice while drunk. Get up from your seat and leave. That's not what I was looking for, but it was
Oh,
basically
we're the show to go head to head against WWE and the New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kyrie and Monet. Fuck that. That you know what? I was when I was telling or when we were first talking about the IWGP women's title, you were like, "Oh, good, a title I don't have to pretend exists." And I was like, well, "That's a little shitty." And then by the way this entire like thing shaped up after the tournament, I'm like, "Yeah, this is a title I am a okay with pretending doesn't exist."
all right. Well, that's true. It's like I told you. It's like
Like
okay.
I don't even care. It doesn't matter. It's never gonna be in a Stardom ring. It's literally for fucking the dumb American fans.
It's
Yes, that's
for
us because I would still go to it.
it's for a sponsor to stand next to Kyrie and take a photo.
Yeah, they're just gonna trade it with all the WWE rejects who couldn't fucking wrestle there anymore, and they're gonna sell tickets in America. That's all that matters.
They should just get, I'm trying to
Thekla wanted the SWA belt. That was funny in her press conference.
Yeah,
She was
she's the
like, "Yeah, I
last
want the belt
person
back. That like I don't know what happened to it. You weirdo that got rid of it
she's the
just to like have no belts."
everyone Tommy said fuck this belt, Shuri, Mayu.
That
Thekla
IWGP belt is not a Stardom belt, so
Fe-
that we are a okay with pretending it doesn't exist. It
Thekla
is there it is not a Stardom belt.
you think about it.
Ah, fuck.
Utami said fuck this belt, Shuri said fuck this belt, Utami said fuck this belt. Thekla was like sleeping with it, showering with it, like sharing her thoughts with it.
The SWA belt. Yeah, fucking Thekla was all in.
Give it back.
Yeah, bring that back. At least it was in a Stardom ring.
I couldn't
And
find
now we
okay.
got some foreigners that would be all in, like Mariah May with a SWA belt. A okay.
So we like reading like the rules for New Japan. I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, but I saw it earlier. It was something about like if you're in a wheelchair going to a Stardom show, like just come up to the ticket gate and they'll like escort you to where you need to be. As opposed to fucking New Japan, who just says, "Hey, if you are in a wheelchair, you get the third row or the third floor standing section." What the fuck, New Japan?
And with that, I'd like to thank you for listening and joining us for the Start a Fan podcast. I'm Mark.
Yes, you are.
And with Juno, you can follow all our stuff on stardomfan.com.
It's Lady
I just
C's
thought that
here.
was a fun way to end at this point because when I try to cut this first show to go up on Monday, I'm like, oh, now it turned into an hour and a half. That's good. I love the Cinderella stuff. Cinderella is so effing fun.
Yeah, I just wish it was all in one night.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, when the first night's gonna be good. The first night's already pretty packed, so maybe after they get through the first couple rounds.
Yeah. Did we talk about? Was it Nene? Didn't we decide Nene broke you because I just thought of it because Hendrik said Mark letting it all out. When did you
First of all,
become? When
Nene
did you
broke you in
become?
November. I finally had enough in December, I think.
Yeah,
The
but
end of Tag League, you were like, "Fuck this," and then eventually I was like, "I don't know, man."
no, no, that's a far too. No, what happened? I like you hate everything. I like everything. I don't get it.
This is actually a topic for a different day, but it's worth bringing up as a teaser or just sort of start thinking about it because I said I hate Nene and I don't even want to watch any of her matches. And
Hmm.
you were like, "Oh, so she's doing her job." I was like, "No." Like and I spent way too much time thinking of the difference between a good heel and like someone with go home heat. Like I don't you know what I mean? Like I don't like Roman Reigns, but I'm going to keep watching his matches cuz eventually he's going to lose and it's going to be awesome. I hate Nene and I don't even want to watch those matches unless I know she's going to lose and then I'll watch the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, see, this is what
There's a difference between a good heel and someone you just don't want to watch.
we're all,
Like, who's a good heel in Stardom? Like, there's good ones out there, right? Like,
but
I don't know.
but we're all adults here, folks. See, that's what I'm talking about. Nene broke us because like I like shit now, you hate everything. There's human sacrifice. There's dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Fucking Utami doesn't
Uh,
respond to my messages yet.
oh, that's a way to close. I haven't watched that yet.
Oh really?
Yeah, you sent me the thing. I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I think you actually had a. Did she? Just tell me she responded back to you. That's all that matters. But no,
Gentleman
like,
doesn't kiss and tell.
no, but really, like, there's a different. Like, you can root for a bad guy, like, or watch bad guy matches. Like, Tam Nakano is the biggest bad guy in the world, and I'll watch those matches. But the Nene matches are horrible.
Starlight's a good heel. I like when she can do
Momo,
everything.
yeah, like Momo. Like, I'll even watch fucking Netsuko Tora
Julia's a
as long as
good
she doesn't
heel
win.
when she
Yes.
wants to be. Like when she's ripping Starlight's mask off. I also like when Starlight when she was bullying Natsupoi for a couple months. I
That was uncomfortable. Oh no, when Starlight was bullying Momo, that was uncomfortable. Like, you know
Momo,
you're fat, right?
yeah,
Like, oh, uh, what? Yeah, yeah, you know
yeah,
you're
and
fat and
you're
nobody likes
ugly,
you.
and
Like,
you're
oh,
ugly.
uh, no.
Yeah, there's a reason you wear a mask because you're fucking ugly.
Yeah, yeah, that was bad. But I didn't want to stop watching.
My
Yeah, so there's
favorite,
definitely a difference between like a good heel work and someone that just makes you not want to turn on the show.
my favorite is Saya Kamatani in a press conference. She's like gets right up in first of all, why does Saya's press conferences always have to end up with someone getting beat down? I don't get it. But she gets right up in Starlight's face and she's like at whatever pay-per-view, I'm going to break your big nose, and Starlight just laughs and like calls her bluff. She's like, "You idiot. Like no one's ever seen my nose."
So let's finish up on this. And what godly time were you awake where you ended up on a new Tommy live stream?
I don't know.
I leave you for 1 week, and this is what happens on Wild Island.
Um Well, I mean, I didn't just message you, Tommy, but yeah, it's like the highlight, or one of the highlights that I thought to record. I'm like, oh yeah, let me hit record real quick.
あ、地元なんだ。楽しんでね。前髪固め隠れてるキャラクター描きまくってたなったわ。これね、
The only thing you could think of
前
typing
髪セ
was
ットするのすごい苦手で、よくこうやってやってたね。前髪
Bro,
夏
Tommy.
になるときは長いからね。
fucking amazing.
ダイエット中なので応援してほしいです。あ、私もね、コーク杯飲んどいてあれだけどね、ダイエット始めようかなと思って。ちょっとだけ絞りたくて、でまた体作ってを繰り返したくて。
Yeah.
You're the only person to not show up
ウル
in,
フですか？
that's actually showing up in like
後ろね、
letters.
普段巻いてるから分かりづらい。結構長いよ。
And she just ignores it.
こんぐらい。後ろは最高で長いところ、ね。
Apparently they're talking about her hair.
で横短くしてるからウルフだよ。ウルフで頼んでるしね、美容師さんにも。
What did you? I saw the bro. Did you type something again?
報告しますねってよろしくお願いし
Or
ま
is
す。
that one of those repeats?
髪型でも美術最高で好きってありがとう。
What does that even mean?
The HMU?
Yeah.
毎回コール時、自分
Well,
の席にタミさん来てくれるんですけど、
as you would, the lovely description, our protagonist, Juno, asks Bro Tommy to hit me up during an Instagram live.
That's right. Oh no.
Obviously, she must have missed our hero's message as it scrolled by.
That's.
It's the only one with actual real letters.
It's the only one that makes sense.
サタンさんが LWGP 取ったら報告しますねってよろしくお願いします。
Hazuki Momo.
どんな髪型でも美女最高で好きってありがとう。
That's fantastic.
毎回コール時
Yeah.
自分の責
And
任
then I
取らされ
thought
てくるん
about
ですけ
it.
ど運命ですかって
So that's
運命
a
だね
live stream with a filter
It's-
in
it's-
some
it's-
dingy hotel room. That's pretty actually hilarious.
Right?
We have the bullet point. And you were up for it. That's actually even more impressive.
Yes. I don't like DMing people, but apparently Instagram lives are fine.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either. Ever since I got involved, it became instantly less funny.
Oh, did Waka get back? I can only never forget to check. Because she might have.
Well, you put my email down, and the answer to that is no, as far as emails go. But
She might have sent the message back. No. What about Starlight? Starlight. Starlight.
The way I see it on Kauai Island, they should be coming to you.
No. Or how about Maya? Did she ever unblock me yet? I tried explaining the situation.
Like, listen, it was confusing to me too.
Iwatani Mayu can't receive your message. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Well, as Roxanne Perez says, always follow your dreams. Because any man with 2 hands and a strong chin can slide into Utami's DMs.